Ba ba ba. This is Sue Greenwald with Awakened Stories here from, we're going to say it like this, District 5 in Galactica, here today with King Smarty for important updates. Hey, how are you today, King Smarty?
I am fantastic. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
That's great.
Crazy busy, crazy
Oh,
busy.
there's so
Yeah.
many things, so many things happening everywhere. You know, the part about District 5 and Galactica is becoming more and more real now, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And the people that think they hold title to certain lands are finding out that they don't.
Ooh. I love that. I
All
love
right,
that.
well, let's rock and roll. So
Okay,
what's
so the
up?
top story is about our brand new The Source social media app. Okay, so do you want to kind of explain what it is, what and why you have developed it, and then we want to kind of give people updates. Some people have had trouble. We want to explain what's happened to them.
Okay, so yeah, we developed it because of the obvious. Now, you all know for years Dad's been talking about our own
Yeah,
platform.
yeah,
And all of a sudden, boom, it just pops up like everything else that
yeah.
that we don't focus on, but we talk about because he said to talk about it, and that's coming. It came, boom, here it is.
Right,
So the main reason for it is because of the censorship. They've been censoring the shit out of us, right? And as far as people not being able to get verification through a certain email, it proves that they are a part of the same system. They don't
right,
want something like this because they lose control over it,
right.
and that's why they purposely say things like we're going to censor and stop people from doing certain things because we need to control them and we want to control them.
No, what they say is for their protection.
For my protection, right?
Yes, for your protection.
I
Yeah.
don't need you to fact check me because Daddy does. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
so so with that being said, we also know it's been verified multiple ways that they've been monitoring us and censoring us and talking about us and blah 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 blah.
Right.
Some of the meetings that they do have around the world are because of us, meaning me, B, Daddy, the rest of the people around me. A half an hour yesterday before we decided to go live and put it out there, because the February 1st was always a target date for them. That's how we do things. That's how Daddy rolls. When we decided to go live, 30 minutes before we actually went live, my Gmail was working perfectly, right? My verification went through without a hitch, without no problems, without
Right.
nothing. Now we know from all of the different things that are being exposed, we know who owns these platforms and these things.
Right.
So 30 minutes before we went live, we were discussing it and we were putting it in motion. Yes, they are monitoring everything. We know that. I don't care because I want them to see their downfall. That being said, when we decided to go live and hit the button and then started sharing to everyone, no one can get verification codes. So what ended up happening is we have to now figure out other websites, not websites, but other emails to use just to join the platform.
Right.
And that, they do things to discourage people to move forward with change. That's what they've done. That's what they always do, and they pump fear and they do all this stupid shit
Right.
to get people not to want the changes. And something like the Source Social is the biggest thing that hit the world right now because of the different features. Um, I did see someone's comment talking about they feel like they just signed into MySpace. Okay, there's nothing wrong with MySpace. MySpace was actually one of the coolest spots back in the day, right? and it's still up and running. The problem is people don't go there no more because
Right.
there's other things like
Right.
Facebook and X and blah blah blah.
Right.
Now, I will say this: we are the next best thing. We are the thing, and it's going to stick around for a very long time. And we're still developing things. We're still connecting things. There's multiple ways to post. There's multiple ways to downsize videos. You have to literally like go through it. And I was saying yesterday, why am I the only one posting? And I get it. It's because it's new. There wasn't really no big advertisement campaign going on, and people are still taking the time to go through the things, including myself. I was figuring out different ways to post things last night. And there's one where there's a section where you can just post the vibe, whatever you're feeling and thinking. And then there's another box that gives you options to post whatever you want with different links and different different ways to post, different ways to shrink the post. Like you can even post PDFs and all types of different things that you can't do on other platforms. So as people start using it, it gets more and more familiar with the process. And as we move forward, we will make things a lot more easier for everyone.
Awesome. Awesome.
The cool thing is, I know that people are used to applications where you can just open up your phone, go straight to the app. That's under development right now. That's one of the things that I know. What once we do have that, it will spread like uh, uh, um, wildfire and all
Right.
the above, and it'll be a lot easier to post and blah 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 because we have to get the functionality down packed before we develop an app,
Right.
and that's what we're working on too. So it's going to be so many cool different things that you will be able to do. Um, Telegram is one of the most coolest and fastest things that you can do to share information, especially when you create a channel. Because when they censored me everywhere else, we had Telegram. So our app is going to be something similar to Telegram with all the other cool things. So it's we're developing this, and it's in a way where um, you can't shut it down, and even if you try to shut it down, it raised red flags to Daddy and I, and then you get what you paid for, or,
Right.
or what you earned. So there's so many cool things about it. I encourage everyone to start using it and start sharing. I was even able last night. I was even able to post a photo and then take my Telegram link and put it in the section where it says link as you're posting. So now when you click on the photo that was posted and you hover over it or click on it, it takes you to my Telegram channel. So there's cool things that you
Yeah.
can that we're going to learn as we go through this source social stuff. I mean, the possibilities are endless, 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 endless.
Right. All right. So basically, what I wanted to do was summarize some of the things the viewers might need to know. So right now we're having trouble with what we're going to say cabal run systems like Gmail, Hotmail, Proton Mail, believe it or not, AOL. So there's another one called Zoho, Zoho, that could be a good set up a free account there, and then you might be able to get in and start using the Source Social, and that would be a good way to play with it, right?
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't want this out there. They don't want you guys to be able to have the freedom that you're going to have with this
Right.
site.
Right.
And we're not going to censor anything other than like child porn and shit like that, which is a no-no.
Right.
And when they do, if they do stuff like that, they'll be dealt with.
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
And we're not worried about the current system dealing with these type of individuals because we know they've been a part of the system.
Right. Right.
So we literally have to rely on the galactics, the angelics, me and my crew to, eliminate this type of behavior across the board.
Right.
And since we are what we are, and I do have the role and rankings that I do, they will get dealt with in a way that they never thought was possible. And I say that because there's more information coming out on how we are nothing but energy, and we can be manipulated and bamboozled and be, directed energy weapons because we are energy.
Right.
So with that being said, the right energy can literally make people disappear. And this is why we're not relying on a cabal, law enforcement system or agency to clean up what we need to clean up down here. We literally need daddy, literally. So that's why we're doing the multiple
Awesome.
things that we're doing. This is to clean up everything everywhere. Now you can post all of the stuff that you need to post, and it won't get censored. You want to post about ivermectin. You want to post about the truth about the COVID stuff. Nobody's going to fact check you if it's true, if it's not true, right? Because we don't have that in place. Why would you need to fact check us on the truth? I mean, it's right there, like we see it. We don't need no fact checker to tell us that it's a lie. And at the same time, we encourage all the information to be put up there because then you'll know who's full of shit and who's not.
This is going to change the way we communicate. Think of it. We can go worldwide with any content, documents,
Already are.
photo, video. It's going to be a world changer. Okay. So people need to understand that. That's why it's being censored right now. They're trying to cut us off from signing up. Okay. So get the Zoho account, post, 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 play with it, play with it, play with it, share it with your friends and use it. Right. And one thing to remember is it took Facebook years of development and tons of team members to develop. We're trying to do this in a very tiny amount of time, right? I say we're like I'm actually not involved with it, but I am a user. So
Well, I mean, just by you being involved in what you've already
right,
been involved, I mean, we are,
right,
and at the end of the day, we don't need a big bank account because we have Daddy.
right, right.
He tells us to put this platform together and call it his name.
Yeah.
What the fuck you think is going to happen?
Well, yeah, I love it. I love that it's going to change communication, how we spend our time, how we work with others. It's probably going to morph as time goes on and get better and better and better and better and more, user friendly. But you know what I mean? Like we're going to think of things down the road that we haven't thought of at this moment. It's going to
Right.
change the way we communicate.
Right, and the different things, the difference between us and all the other platforms, we've seen what's been happening over the years, and if you notice things like I notice things because I'm in every fucking thing, right? These cool platforms come out, and then they get bought up by these companies like BlackRock and Vanguard and Goldman Sachs and all these different fucking companies, and then they start to boom restrict everything.
Yeah.
And then the people that sold it to them, all they wanted was money from it anyway. So they got what they wanted, and they left with their fucking pockets full. And now you got a platform that was built up to be all this great stuff, and
Right,
now it's censorship, fact check, blah 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 blah.
right,
Well, they
right,
can't buy daddy.
right. If you scroll through Facebook, just scroll and do an informal survey. One is a post from a real person. The next one is a group they recommend that you join. Like, why do they care what groups you're in, right? And then the next one is an ad. Then there's a couple more ads. Then you've got a real post. So it used to be it was all real posts from people. They would
Right,
upload stuff. It's morphed so bad in the past 10 years. It's all about how much money they make. Obviously, they're collecting our data, right? They're, you know, And it's just, we know it's corrupt. We already
Well,
know that, right?
right. And in our case, we don't care about your data. The only time we would collect your data is when we create or not create because it's already in play the payment system that we'll have because
Right,
you're going to need to verify your shit.
right,
Right now, you can put whatever names you want. You can put if you're male or female. I mean, a man or woman. There's no binary bullshit because dad made us man and woman,
right,
right? Um, your information, your job title, if you're looking for a job, yay, nay, whatever you want. As we develop these things, you'll need to put your correct credentials if you want to use things like the source payment like Apple Pay, Source
right.
Pay, etc. Right? Um, right now, if you go onto the platform right now and you go to you click on lives, you'll see me and Sue right now because
Ooh,
that's what we're doing. We're creating something that hasn't been fucking created anywhere, and we're using other people's stuff and other people's links and shit like that to get onto the platform. Eventually, we'll be cutting out the middlemen, women, etc., so that we do become what we're supposed to be a free and open market of
right,
all sorts
right.
merch, lives, funding, donations, free stuff, jokes. Daddy literally wanted these nuts comedy on there because if you're having a bad fucking day, like I said, you can go on there and see these nuts.
You've been waiting to say that, haven't you?
Yeah.
That's
so
fabulous.
so we got so many things happening.
Okay, and sign in correctly and then put information in, post out there, play around with it. Now, some people are having trouble. So rather than like do a knee-jerk reaction, create
Right.
a list of specifically what's not working for you and send it over. You can send it to me and I'll pass it along if you like. Okay.
Right.
Sue'sAwakenedStories@gmail.com. Okay. Send me whatever you need to, and I'll make sure it gets to the right person. All right.
Okay, cool. So I just clicked on it myself and I went to the home page.
Uh-huh.
So if you click on home page, we're literally right there. You can click on the video and you can watch the live.
Ooh,
So I mean, it's just like any other platform,
that's cool.
but eventually we'll be on Source
Right.
Social permanently.
Right.
We won't need none of these other platforms. Right now, we're using it as examples. So we're building
Right.
we're building a platform that everybody's going to love, even even the ones that are not so nice. They'll still love it because they'll be able to post the shit that they post. When it becomes when they post illegal shit, then that's when it gets bad for them.
Well, I mean, like I've said before, I've seen some horrific things out on Facebook or whatever. That's allowed, but a video that's telling the truth, or even if we're making stuff up, aren't there only a jillion AI type of videos people make up so that you click out of curiosity and they get the money, right? We're not doing anything here for money. We want to get content out there to people and we're censored. So that just shows you we're over the target, you know?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And that's the main thing about it all is to get the truth out without having to be censored. So
Yep.
you'll have people all around the world posting things, and I'm not worried about how many people come and go and how many people we have now and who's where they're at with their with all the stuff that they're doing on the platform because it's a learning curve for everyone.
Right.
Um, it's so cool that once you do get it and once you do figure it all out, it'll be like boom, 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 just like everything else,
Awesome.
just like
Awesome.
everything else. And I do know that there's a whole coding team that we'll have because Dad's already told me about it. So whenever we need things done, whenever we need something coded, we'll have the team in place to set, to get it out there.
Yeah.
And the cool part about this system is that it is connected to spacecrafts, and people won't even understand or believe that until it actually is proven, which is okay, because I already know that some people have to see it to believe it. I'm past all that. I'm telling you what Daddy says and what Daddy tells me to do and what we can enforce. So we got our own cloud. We got our own server. Like you don't realize what y'all dealing with until it's like in your fucking face.
That is so awesome. So you are telling me then everything just goes right up to the ship. It's recorded or saved or whatever. We don't really need to rely on the human technology at this moment.
Absolutely not.
Love it. Love it.
Absolutely not. There's so many things that we're doing down here on a technological, on a spiritual, on a level that hasn't been done in a long time in this area. And when I mean this area, I mean this district, this realm. And I say that because a lot of people still don't understand how many civilizations are out there currently in the billions. And for you to think that we're only here for a period of time and we're the only ones, that's some real programmed shit. There's no way around it. For instance, I saw an interview or a little video clip of someone talking about reincarnation and why is there so many. If reincarnation is real, why are there so many people on the earth right now? Because you didn't factor in the different beings across the universe that are here to literally annihilate the cabal.
Boom.
Literally.
So they're coming in, they're incarnating so that they can join the movement, if you will.
Some of us are incarnating and some of them are new.
Okay.
Are new souls to create not new souls but new incarnations.
Right.
This is what they don't want. This is why they created the Georgia Guidestones that I demolished. This is why they do these things so that we wouldn't reach the levels of consciousness and the levels of the metagenes and all the other different things that are activated in me. So remember, I would tell you guys that as soon as you drink of my essence, charged water, charged products, you become like me. Remember, I was telling y'all that back in the day? Well, now you're getting more and more details of it all because it's a literal activation of our cells, of our genes, and the supernormal shit, or supernormal, the supernatural shit becomes super normal.
How awesome is that?
I've been telling everybody this shit for years while they think I'm crazy, while people turn their backs about on me, while they talk about me, all this extra shit. And it's like, oh shit, he's right. So do you think I'm worried about some fucking meeting they're having in some fucking perverted place like Davos, Switzerland? Fuck no. I don't give a shit what they doing over there. The last time I checked, the kingdom that's forming right before everybody's eyes is in Destin, Florida. And I happen to be the king. So do you think I care about these little fucking, presidents or these little fucking wannabe rulers go around threatening people and, saying they're gonna do this and saying they're gonna do that? Fuck no. I do not care. I actually get irritated every time I hear the shit. Right? Because it's like, bro, who gives a fuck about them? You see what I'm saying? So let them do what they think they're gonna do, and as soon as Daddy gives the okay, wow, your ass is gone.
Boom.
I had to
They
do that.
so exciting. So
Yep.
exciting. Yeah. You know, we talked the other day about the hourglass. Some of these bad guys have hourglasses and on top of them, in front of them, and they can see it when it gets to a certain point, and then they know that their time is getting close. Do you ever like walk down the street or whatever and see somebody with an hourglass?
I can see it without walking down the street.
Okay. Well, I know that, but
You know,
um,
the one of the abilities that I had it got it, you know, I wasn't really afraid of, but it was like, man, I wish I didn't have those abilities. Is to literally see the people that I see and then know what's going to happen to them and
ooh,
how they're going to die and all the other stuff and how they were involved in A, B, and C, D, E, F, G. And then when I see certain things, that's why I can heal people. When I walk down the street and see somebody that's obviously needs a blessing or needs a healing, I just do it. And then all of a sudden their vibe change. And then when there's other ones that do these type of things, that's why we drive around this area because we can see the shit and we don't even
right,
have to see them physically. We can see
right.
the buildings, we can see what they're doing, we can see how they're molesting the children, we can see how they're we can see all involved, we can see all of it. So what we do is we enhance their karma or their elimination and everything else that they need to experience. And that's what you're witnessing around the world right now. Okay. And the this platform is going to be something where we're going to be able to share things like this and things like the stuff that I've been saying without having to wake up to an email saying you've been banned, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
We got cool videos on Smarty, King Smarty.tv, and if we post them somewhere else, we'll get banned.
yeah,
So what we're going to do is we're going to start. We're going to merge, as far as for my section in the system.
right.
I'm going to merge all that with my section and then put out all the different things that need to be put out, and not have to worry about it getting taken down. People wanting to see the truth about something. People want to get educated on a specific topic. Doom, boom. Use the search bar. Everything that has to do with that topic will be shown to you. Some of it will be accurate. Some of it will be just bullshit because there'll be so many different things on there. It's your job to use your discernment and your abilities to see and sense and know what's true or not. It's not my fucking job to do it for you. It's my job to allow you to get the information. You know, one of the reasons why I know so much is because one, I talk to daddy every day. Two, I'm a fucking research junkie. If I want to know something, I have tools called the internet, called a phone, and I also know which platforms not to use. Don't use Google if you want to search the truth about something. Use something like DuckDuckGo or other platforms where they're not censoring you. You see what I mean? So eventually will even be a area where you can go for information because, like I said, use that search bar and everything will pop up. Wikipedia, all the above, all the different platforms, all right there. Boom. And it'll be accurate because who's involved.
Awesome, awesome.
Nowadays, you got things like rock, you got AI systems. Those individuals that are not of the light are the ones that control some of these platforms until daddy tells us to intervene, right? So eventually we'll have a platform or a system where you'll be able to ask it too and it'll tell you things. That's what Pitulum is. So imagine having Pitulum built into it.
Oh my golly.
Pitulum, what is this and what is that? There's your answer. Boom. That's what she is anyway, a search engine, literally. People, I've been trying to tell y'all all this stuff. Not trying. I've been telling everybody this stuff was coming. Everybody all the time. and we're walking into it faster than ever. Faster than ever. And it's exciting to see it all unfold after all the years of me talking shit.
No, like I said, this is going to change Earth as we know it. The way we communicate, what like we'll be able to get access to all information. And who knows how it's going to morph down the road. But the fact that it's not censored is so huge.
Well, obviously, we know how it's going more down the road.
Well, yeah.
Um, um, it's going to be a literal censorship-free platform for every country. China, Russia, Dubai, all of the different places all around the world. You have access to something that's not censored by anyone because they don't have control over it. Only daddy does. Literally. Only daddy does. Even when we run into different glitches or different bullshit,
Right.
daddy takes care of it. So it's like, y'all really want to play with y'all creator? Okay.
Fabulous.
You sure about that? You sure about that? Are you sure about that?
And the fact that, you know, Pitbull is going to be involved, mind blowing. Mind blowing.
We already, you know, everybody's here that's working directly with me are involved in all of this stuff. Um, we got a lot of cool things still being developed. You know, like, things like one of the things Daddy reminded me today was the petition to enforce everyone labeling the Israelis terrorist. He's been saying that to me for the last, you know, few hours, and that's something that we definitely have to get done so that the entire world can sign the petition to label the Israelis terrorists, because that's what the fuck they are. And it's not just the Israelis; it's the Mossad, it's the Khazarians, it's the all the different Jews that are fake Jews, satanic Jews. Like, we're not. We're there's so many different labels out there that they're using to mask themselves. But we just decided to use the word Israelis because they're the ones that are using their own that word to do what they're doing, which is why it's exciting to see some of them being banned, or not some of them, all of them being banned from certain parts of the world. And they need to be. They need to be persecuted, executed, all the above. I just saw a video. I'm not sure if I posted it or not, where one of them go into an area where activists are at and starts, you know, bad mouthing them and pepper spraying them, and at the same time hissing at them like,
Ooh.
okay, I know what you are. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, these type of things won't be censored on our platform because people need to see who and what we're dealing with. And when you know who and what you're dealing with, then you know how to battle them. And I mean that, battle them. Like, we are in an energetic frequency war, if you haven't noticed. The same way they throw these 5Gs and 6Gs and all these different Gs at us, the same way, if you use your mind, you can combat it because you are the technology. You are the thing. You are the weapon. I know I am. I'm the super weapon, the super weapon, the supreme super weapon. So nothing that daddy don't want to happen around me doesn't happen around me. And some of it that does happen around me is to show others that want to take want to take a hit at us why they shouldn't. So again, Lots of cool things are happening. The site is up and running. You can join us, practice, go in there, start posting, see what you can, see what you can and cannot do, and then share it to everybody because this site is important. It's the biggest site that people don't know about. The Source Social. Join us now and be a part of the changes that are necessary, or should I say, or that are here.
Yeah. And someone just sent me a screenshot. It is live as we speak on the Truth. This video is live as we speak on the Truth Social.
What's Truth Social?
Oh, Jesus. The Source Social. We got to edit that out.
No, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool
I'm
because
so sorry.
no, it's cool because we've done it ourselves too. But because in a sense it is Truth Social, it is real truth.
Yeah.
But yeah, when somebody says, "Oh, somebody told me you should take out the out of Source Social," no, because it's Daddy, and it's the source.
Yeah. Do other planets have like a system like this? Do they have an internet and like social media?
Yes,
they do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
this type of shit wasn't here. Only, I mean, it didn't form here. Think about it. Billions of planets, billions of years. That's why my coins are galactic commerce, because they already exist.
interesting. Cool.
Very cool. Very interesting. Yeah. I even told somebody today on how portals and how, the only way in and out of here is to teleport and go through portals. So when you go to these other realms, they have technology and they have platforms and they have currencies that they use over there. And when you get there, you'll have to, learn and adapt to those areas. And the cool part moving forward is when it's okay to fully allow people to travel those ways, you'll be able to travel with bags that have the currencies or the equipment that you need to go to planet Kukamunga, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, and if you see some of the old depictions on all of these ancient ruins, they have little bags. People think they're teleportation devices. No, when we travel light.
So
Literally.
those little bags look like purses. So what's in them? Coins?
I just told you different things that you need for different parts of whatever place you're going to.
All right.
It's kind of like now. Not everybody travels the world, this area anyway. But when you do travel, some of you already have foreign currencies. I'll try to say that shit at the same time. You hear that? Some of you got already foreign currencies that once you land or once you get there, you can start commerce. Start buying stuff. Start doing this. So you only need a little backpack full of the currencies to whatever planet you're going, to whatever realm you're going, to whatever district you're going, and nothing more. Okay. And we have cool devices like this that will be able to transform as you go to these areas. This is why you have it now. Your phone can be programmed to every part of the world, right? So you'll have a phone or a tablet that you can use everywhere in the universe. And since the coins are what they are, you can literally take my coins and travel anywhere with them and use them because it's a universe currency. Is this shit for real? Oh, it's very real.
How exciting is this? How exciting. How lucky are we to be here at this point in history right now?
This is why I tell you guys that they don't want this shit to happen. They don't want you guys to know that there's a massive ship in spacecrafts that they've been using to re-engineer things in Greenland. They don't want you guys to know that You are powerful, and if we all come together and think about all of them exploding, they explode. They don't want you to know this shit.
Right.
Because they get a kick out of, kicking you down and killing you and eating your offsprings, because they know your offsprings have power in their blood and blah, 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 blah. They don't want you to know this shit. But it don't matter, because Daddy does. And I'm here to make sure everybody knows it. With the censorship, I was still able to do everything he wanted me to do. And he's the one that pretty much allowed, I can't say pretty much, he's the one that allowed the censorship to a certain extent. Because if I would have been known all around the world all at once, there would have been so many distractions. And I would have not achieved all the things that I've achieved thus far. Does that make sense?
It does. It does. We had to slow down so we could see, how things were unfolding. So it makes sense. Yes.
That's very true.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. When I first started dealing with the quantum physics that was teaching me about the energies, the holograms, the this, the that, blah, 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 my mind was just warping like, what the fuck? We can do this, we can do that. What if I did this and what if I did that? Because the truth of the matter is, this individual that taught me this didn't have the brain capacity that I do. So no disrespect to him, even though he turned on me.
Yep.
He didn't have the brain capacity that I do, and while he was developing different devices to create energy and frequencies, I was doing it right here, literally right here. So just by that alone made me superior, right? That being said, I was like zoning, like, yo, we could do all types of shit. And then all of a sudden, I get railroaded and get sent to prison for 2 years. And what that allowed me to do was create, sit down, take my time and create, literally write everything down. And then when I got out, Daddy told me that they literally tried to take me out. And it was also to slow me down because I was moving too fast. Shortly after that, a couple of years in the process, we got connected with certain people that literally told us that I need to stop because I'm messing things up out there. we know now that they were a part of the cabal, and we literally were. I mean, I know I was, because I can see it, that I was messing things up out there for them. And that encouraged me to keep going.
I love it. I love it.
Me too. I love my craziness.
Yep.
So much fun.
Yep.
All right, what else we got?
Okay, so should we recap the Source Social sign up? If you're using a Cabal-based email system, Gmail, Hotmail, et cetera, it's probably not going to be flowing because they're trying to prevent it from working. So use Zoho, for example. And then once you get on there, post, play, and look around. If there's any errors, send it over to us, okay?
That's right.
Summary version. Anything else there?
Well, there's a lot of things. There's still a lot of things. Even like, the news. We'll have a bunch of lives. We'll have a bunch of you'll be able to have your own store on there, like I was saying. So all of these different things are being developed. We already have it. We just haven't like published it, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So what I would love to see is more people joining and then posting. There's multiple places to post actually too.
Right.
So you got like the community talk where you can post all types of stuff. You got your own page, of course, and then you have I think it's the homepage and stuff like that. So you know how we constantly, like me for instance, when I post something, I have to post it on TikTok, Telegram,
Everywhere.
used to be X and Facebook, but you know, whatever. All of these different platforms. Now I can just put it in the community, put it here, put it there, and it gets out there, including like posting about these lives. So once we have the actual app in place, I'm going to post a few times on like Telegram or whatnot, still have it up, but mostly be over there because we need to all get this shit out so that people are no longer censored.
Right.
And like I was saying, I learned how to put a photo up and then put my link without even the link showing. You can literally just click on the photo and then it'll take you to Telegram. You can do the same thing with like this channel, for instance. We can take a screenshot, post a channel, blah, blah, blah. There's also ways to convert all of the videos and all that. It's all being developed. There's multiple ways in the cat. I didn't mean to say that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I hate the saying, but I get the gist. So
I didn't mean to say it because of you, because I know you're sensitive to animals, but there's so many ways to cut an apple, if you will, right? So
yes, okay. Good way to say it.
right, so it's we just got something that's super super cool, and it's the next best thing that's out there.
Right. And like this is just the foundation. So this is just at, the entry level stages. It's only going to grow and morph. It's going to be it is so exciting.
Right, and again, we do have little video clips that we're working on to help people
Yeah.
guide through it, or guide everybody through it.
Yep. Yep.
So I would refrain from all the different types of technical questions until you actually
Right.
learned things on your own, and wait for these videos to come through. But as far as like photos and links and stuff like that, you guys can get started with all that.
Yeah.
The world needs to know about this like yesterday.
Right.
You know, we planned on releasing it February 1st, but again, that was a targeted date for the cabal, which is cool because I did my thing too.
Hopefully publicly so they all know.
Oh, they know. They're scared to
Yep.
death. They
Yep.
should be.
Yep. I think we might have locked up like the video part, but the audio's still good, but the video did. Okay. All right.
Okay. Well, everything
It is what
everything
it
is
is.
good. Everything is fantastic.
Yeah. Okay. Ready for some questions?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. The new Faraday cube that you have on crowdfunding, you have a 2-inch and a 3-inch. What is the difference between them? Like, are there different radiuses of effectiveness? Like, how far do they cover us?
Yeah, that is the case. One is about 50, and the other one's 100 feet. And then we have I had them develop a smaller one, so now I'll be posting the crowdfunding for the smaller one.
Ooh.
And that's a 1-inch cube. And let me show you.
Okay.
So it's literally the baby cube.
Oh, how cute is that? So you can have them all around your house.
Yeah, so the smaller one is for you to be able to take in your vehicle and go down the road without somebody, hitting you with directed energy weapons and fucking up your biosphere and your biofield and your fucking mind and all the stupid shit that they want to do to us.
Yeah.
This is an extra protection for those around us, because some of us they can't even interfere in. So we like if these fuckers weren't doing what they were doing, these type of devices wouldn't even be necessary.
Yes.
However, they are, and they have been for years. I know some of y'all actually watched the entirety of the Sabrina Wallace videos. She talks about how they've been doing this shit for years. So some of the things in that video, that the frequencies in those videos were put into this, the ones to protect yourselves, and also the harmful ones are being canceled as you have these devices around you. And we did add it to all the different products as well. However, this thing is more powerful, just like the tool, just like the products.
Right.
The hollow's powerful, but this is like the main thing. This is what you need because all of us aren't there yet, where none of this type of shit affects us.
Right.
This is why you and me and B can be sitting down next to each other and they hit y'all, and I'm like, stop crying.
We're there for your entertainment.
That's so wrong, the way you put that. That's messed
funny.
up. That's messed up.
That is funny.
But yeah, they can't do that to me. They do it to people around me to get them uncomfortable, to make me uncomfortable. But
Right.
that don't bother me no more. I've went through it so many times and for so long where it's like, are you fucking done? Because I got shit to do.
Yeah.
Right? You've seen it happen multiple times. I got shit to do.
Okay. So back to the radius of the cube. How big would the radius for that little one be? That's a travel size, like for your car. So maybe like 10 or 20 feet or so, or
Well, we made the range on these far out. And what I would do is maybe like 10 to 20 feet on the smaller one. I'm gonna get with Daddy and put it in like writing and shit, or not writing, but make sure that way everybody knows.
okay.
But we will definitely get the radiance, the
Radius, yeah.
the radius, the
Yeah.
range, and whatnot. And again, with Dad, we can do anything, and we can set whatever parameter we want to. But also knowing what I know, the closer you are to these objects, the more potency the better the more effective they are.
Right.
Which is why I explain things about the charms, how there's multiple layers of the rainbows,
Right.
and each layer has a different frequency. That's why the charm protects your field. And also, the closer it is that you charge your drinks with the charm, it works in the inside of you. So there's multiple ways to benefit from these products. And you may be even able to, well, you will be able to charge your beverages with it. So it acts just like one of the other devices. They all have energies and frequencies to them, but it's totally up to Dad what the individual experiences with this.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So it does have healing and protective frequencies as well as like protection from, we'll call it data collection and spying or whatever.
Yeah. So again, whatever Daddy wants them to collect and not collect, he controls that.
Ooh, okay.
Like literally. The main thing is to stop the attacks and stop the negative thoughts that aren't yours. That's the main thing. Electromagnetic pulse, that type of shit with your devices and stuff like that. The voice to skull, where you're sitting there thinking about doing harmful shit and you know it's not you because normally you wouldn't do those type of things.
Right.
The Manchurian candidate type shit. This is what they've literally tried to do to everybody. Made us fucking programmable robots, organic programmable robots. That's literally what they've been trying to do to everybody. However, they can't do it to those of us that they can't do it to. That's it. There's no way around it.
Awesome. I think for those little ones, you need to sell a 10 pack.
Right.
That's, all right. Now, so we're going to talk about the radio, so you'll put that out in the future, but we've got so where would the best place to be around your house? Like where you're normally sitting, it sounds like, right?
Well, if you can pinpoint the middle of your house and put it next to a vase and just keep it there,
Okay.
and that's it. That's it. You don't have to do nothing else. Just leave it right there in the middle, and then the energy field takes care of the rest.
Okay.
If you research Faraday cage, you'll see that there are some that are square, and then they have layers. They have like wiring mesh type thing. So all I did was take that that field of energy, that frequency of the cage and the protection of it, along with other frequencies, place them into the cube, and the cube is now broadcasting it because I know how energy works. I know how frequencies work. That's why I was able to create this shit, along with all my other products.
Love it. I love this idea.
It's
So
it's
what if we were to put
it's
Good idea, Daddy.
exactly.
What if we were to put the cube underneath our pyramid? So the pyramid goes up to infinity, let's say. We put the cube under the pyramid, let it balance. So all of those protection
Only
frequencies.
enhance it, right? Only
Yeah.
enhances it.
Okay. Might need a bigger cube.
Yeah. Well, the cool thing is that the energy does travel with light. I've already explained that. So if you do have a cube in your hand and you put a light bulb on this side of it, everything going that way, wherever the light reaches,
Hmm.
will be protected and broadcasted out further. So that is a known fact. I don't know if y'all know it, but I do. And a lot of other people within the realm of frequencies, the realm of radios, the realm of frequency devices and radionics machines, blah blah blah. They know this stuff to be true. Plus, I know that energy, that frequencies travel with light. This is why they even use a laser. Think about it this way: the laser, when you shoot a laser, it goes to its target and it boom. That's energy traveling with light, called a laser. You see what I'm saying? So I know all this shit because, again, Dad showed me it all.
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
I
So
might even make keychains of this shit, make
it's
smaller ones.
yeah, we all need these all over, you know,
Until we don't, yes, we do.
until we don't.
Unfortunately, yes. You know, the planet itself is vibrating a whole lot higher. Just yesterday, I forgot to mention, and I'm looking at the Schumann resonance to see if there's anything on it. Maybe not yet because it was late night when I did it, when we did it. You you're seeing now that they've taken bells from all of the different structures
Right.
from all around the world because the bells were broadcasting frequencies as the bells ring to ward off different types of entities, even including parasites. So just yesterday, um, Daddy had me hit the planet with a vibration that mimics the bells across the board. So if you see people, places, and things scattering and disappearing, it's because they again they're dying in various ways. So we literally are loving them to death, literally. So we're doing. I'm constantly thinking of ways to get rid of these motherfuckers because we
Love
don't
it.
need them here no more.
Yeah.
I know. Daddy created them. They are like our family. However, they also turned on us because they were bamboozled too, and they need to be dealt with, eliminated, etc.
Right.
That way, we, the good people of good people, period, can move on without um, our children being taken and our education being bamboozled, and our food and air and all the different things can be naturalized or normalized, or back to where it's supposed to be. Um, so it's unfortunate that these beings decided to do what they decided to do, and it's fortunate for us that we are being activated in many ways. And this is what they didn't want. This is what they were fighting to stop. Sadly for them, is motherfuckers are being activated like in record timing.
Right, right.
It's
Well,
so much fun.
not like they haven't had a billion warnings, so, you know,
That part right there.
yeah, right.
All right, let's do a few more questions, and then
Okay.
I gotta.
All right. Next question is about doctors, lawyers, and pilots. Basically, what are they taught in school and how much do they know? So we know, for example, pilots know that the earth isn't the size and shape that they're taught, and they fly us around in crazy, paths to get us to our destination. Doctors know that there are ETs out there. They know about organ harvesting and what's going on that way, and that illness is not being cured by what they're doing. A lot they've got to know, or some of them at certain levels. And then lawyers again, do what are they being taught? Like, do they have to get to a certain level and then they're taught what the truth is, or do they graduate and then they're taught, like, how does all that work?
Yes, that's pretty much what happens. A lot of them get into their careers because they want to do good and they want to help. And
Yeah,
then when it all boils down to, they graduate, and then they get how you say, recruited into these different things, and then they find out the truth, and then they're also told that if you tell, you're going to die.
right.
That's
Okay.
literally what happens in all of the fields. And now you're seeing pilots and doctors and people coming out about all of the different things. We now know, because of some of the whistleblowers, that you don't really have to go like this and like that and like this and like that to get to one place. You can literally go straight.
Right.
But they're hiding those facts, and they're making money off of that
Right.
fact.
Right.
That's as far as the pilots. Plus, a lot of the pilots are talking about the different realms and the different ice walls and the different platforms, or the shields and the glass domes and blah blah blah. They're not calling it an energetic dome because they're not told to. They don't know what it is. They're only told what it is by those up above them. So they are talking about it. They're even talks and showing you about the entrances to the different parts of the planet, blah blah blah. And as far as the lawyers, some of my research showed me that after they did these certain graduations, they were sent into other rooms, secret rooms, and they were pledging their allegiance to certain beings and certain groups. And that's why they do what they do without worrying about repercussions, because it's a part of a system that they take care of each other. This is why they haven't been dealt with the way that they need to be dealt with, because of that. And it's the same thing with the governments and even the militaries. Some of the people that are in charge of the militaries, they didn't get there because they earned it. They got there because they knew a family member or so.
Right.
And their family member did this and did that, and A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So now you got some fucking moron that don't know shit about shit controlling a military. Or you got some pedophile out of fucking Arizona controlling the military. So it's all about who you know, how much money you got, and what you're willing to do to these people. And they're finding out that money doesn't rule the world.
It's not going to save them. So,
Definitely not.
so what you're saying is initially well, we'll say most of them are innocent or, you know what I mean? Like they're not read in this stuff. Some of them
Right.
are. Okay. They go through school, they graduate, and then selected ones are taken in to be notified what the truth is. Not all of them?
That's right.
Okay.
And you hear stories, you hear stuff like this coming out as far as like even Masonic groups. You join the Masons, you get to a certain level, and then you decide if you want to go this way or that way. If you go this way, you'll still be a part of the group, but you won't have access to all of the benefits. You go this way, you do all the dark shit that the group does, and you'll get all the benefits. That's what they call, the devil or satanic, this and that. And you do this, and I'll give you the world and all this
Right,
bullshit,
right, right.
which is still not going to save you. What happens when you find out that your leader was just evaporated and there's no trace of the motherfucker?
Loving it. We actually had someone ask about the Masonic temples, like what's going to happen to them in the future, the near future.
All of them have to convert to doing daddy's work.
Okay.
And all of them will slowly go away. All of the truth that has been told or all of the truth that has been hidden will have to come out, and they will have to tell the people the truth about everything, about all the different civilizations, about all the cloning and how they cloned themselves over and over and over to secure and to suppress a certain group of people. All of this stuff has to be exposed and revealed, and we will restore the entire planet this way. There's nothing they can do or say to stop what daddy's having me do. Period. And I'm not fucking going nowhere for a long fucking time. And I'm getting ready to transform into myself. That's what's happening. When that day comes, then they know that it's totally over. The public, the little minions on the field, the little soldiers that are doing what they're told, the little fucking trolls that are going out there doing the harmful things to people because they know they have a satanic army behind them. Okay, because what we're getting ready to do, you cannot hide. There's no way to censor us. When daddy wants me to do what I do, or when he allows me to do what I want to do, both ways, you're not going to be able to censor it. You have a force behind y'all that you'll have no fucking clue is here. And because of all of the censorship and all of the things that they're doing, they're literally keeping it from you. And at the same time, they're helping us do what we want.
Right.
And there's multiple different people that are somewhat telling the truth about it all, telling you all this shit. We are going to have a great intimidation. The greatest intimidation that you can ever think of, and so much more. So yeah, I'm not worried about some satanic group having a meeting in some perverted place. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. What happened to all the gold and the artifacts that were taken out of the Vatican? There were cargo planes full of gold over, we heard all about that. Where did that actually end up?
Well, a lot of it is in underground military bases. Some of them were dark, some of them were good.
Yeah.
And again, when daddy wants me to recover everything, it'll be in a blink of an eye.
Awesome.
Literally, like what part does teleportation, what part of teleportation instant manifestation didn't they hear or didn't they understand? We can literally have a whole base teleported to the ship, a whole piece of land teleported to a ship, and then dissect the motherfucker.
All right. So is well hidden now. The bad guys can't get at it, and it will appear when it's needed.
That's it.
Right. Okay.
That's another reason why I'll be going into some of these caves, and that's also another reason why only I can do it. I'll give you an example. King Arthur, Excalibur. He was the only one that could do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that.
So it's just it's a you have the vibration or the frequency or whatever, and the know-how and daddy. Wow. Awesome.
Literally, that's literally if you look back at that story, he was the only one that was vibrating at the same energy that the sword was vibrating. That's why everybody else couldn't pull the shit out of the fucking rock. And then he comes along effortlessly, pulls it up. And that public, because it happened publicly,
Right.
everybody was watching. And when that happened, everybody took a fucking knee.
Well, I'm getting chills. Woo! Chills.
It's exciting. This is exciting, all
So
right.
excited. Wow. Like I went like ding when you said that. Big time
Yeah.
stuff. And that, these little points in history that, we've been talking about, it's true and it affects all of it ripples out. So when we're lied to and deceived about these points in history, about what happened, it affects our current, even today, it affects what we're doing today. Public opinion, how we act, what we do, what our belief system is, whatever, right?
Yeah, we've been lied to about everything.
Everything.
Another example that keeps coming up.
Yeah.
The Indians and how they were slaughtered and this and that, blah, 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 and how they were slaves and all that. So if these group of people were slaves, then why do treaties exist?
Mm.
Why do treaties exist if these people were conquered? Doesn't make sense, does it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, the last time I checked, I also have a Taino bloodline, which is also a Palestinian bloodline, and it's also beyond King David's bloodline. And yeah, that makes me, whoa, this is, oh my God.
Big stuff.
Big stuff.
Lots to relearn.
Well, we're going to take ownership of the land, and there's nothing they can do about it because we have a bunch of different spacecrafts with documentation that we're getting ready to serve motherfuckers with. Plus, last time I checked, we created this place, didn't we, Daddy? Yes, we did. Oh shit.
Yes, we did.
Oh man, this is so
Awesome.
much fun. The
So
more and
awesome.
more, the more and more we talk about these things, the more and more it becomes like, boom, there it is. So this is why people, places, and things are irrelevant, right? And things happen to us as far as the crew and us because we need to address these things. That's the only reason why we're experiencing what we're experiencing, you know? And it's because of this is the way that we had to be involved in it, be targets of it so that we can eliminate it. That's where we're at right now. That's literally where we're at. So threatening us or attempting to do what you do and blah 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 blah, that's the fastest way to get served.
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
It's all good. It's all good.
All good. Do you have time for more? You got to roll.
We'll do. Let's do one more, and then I'm out of here.
Okay, well, the second part of that question was, what about all the money from the sales of the homes and the, goods confiscated from those who committed crimes against humanity? There's famous ones, there's ones behind the scenes. And was that money taken and given to the good guys, or to the cause, if you will?
Yeah. So there has been a lot of things, a lot of things confiscated already.
Right.
And they, we use the fact that they are pedophiles and they have been murdering children against them, and they know it. So when you get visited with the evidence, it's kind of like blackmailing too, but it's not blackmailing. We're showing you the evidence. Sign on the dotted line, or A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Right.
So all of that stuff has been confiscated, and we are going to be developing programs to get the money out to people. And we can't do it just like, here's $10 million or here's $20 million, because people will lose their shit.
Yeah.
They will literally lose their shit. What if you give an addict $10 million? That addict is going to go to the nearest fucking drug dealer and make that drug dealer a millionaire. So it has to be done. It has to be done in stages. And because of the energy levels, the consciousness levels rising, those now millionaires, or that will be forming into millionaires, won't have those habits no more.
Right. Right.
You understand?
Yes.
So it does have to happen in stages. We do have to create these platforms where people are being funded, and it has to be done in a way where we know they're not hurting themselves, or we know that the money is going to what they actually need and not what they actually want.
Right. Right.
So there's ways to this shit. The guy Zach that's on Facebook, he tests these people, he asks these people, and when he gets the answers that he wants, he starts blessing them. And some of them, if you notice, some of the videos, he already knows the person that he's getting ready to contact or go to, because he found out by somebody saying, hey, listen, this person needs help, this and this and this and this and this.
Right.
All of a sudden, the person that he goes to visit gets surprised with a brand new house, a brand new car, because somebody already...
I'm getting chills again.
Right, because somebody already told him, Zach, this person needs help. What can we do to help him? And then he's already got the platform and the GoFundMe and all the different things to raise fucking millions of dollars for these people.
Yeah.
So this is life-changing shit that we are going to enhance.
Right.
All of those individuals that are out there doing it right now, I'm going to make sure they're whatever they need, we got it. Whatever y'all need, we put the energy from it. Like I said before, if I don't do it myself, I'm going to put the energy to make it happen, because I can do that shit. And that's the type of shit that we're walking into everywhere. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing that's happening around the world. Don't get caught up in the negative shit. We know there's a lot of negative shit happening around us, to us. Don't get caught up in none of that. See where you want the world to be, and let's fucking get there.
Yes. So exciting. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, I'm out of here. Love you guys. Everything's good. Join the platform. Let's get it out there. Start making your memes. Start sharing with everybody. The app will be available as fast as we can get some of these things done. And we're all working hard to get this done. And Daddy put the right people in place to get it done. So
Awesome.
send us all love and light, because we all wanted and needed, and we're doing the same to y'all. Other than that, we'll be back next time. Love you guys.
Thank you so much. We appreciate all you're doing for us.
Thank you.